Hello, my name is Sandra, and I'm the host of the I Shall Bloom. I Shall Bloom Show. Yes, a show where we interview stellar individuals whose work and legacy has profoundly uplifted our communities for the better. Each week, we interview a new guest. We take a deeper dive into the work that they're doing in their lives, sharing ideas and experience collectively. You see here at I Shall Bloom, you shall bloom, and we all shall bloom. Today, I have Miss Cynthia Brinson, Beyond Blessed Bakery. Woo woo, yes. This is her own business, black owned female doing it well. Yes, I had a chance to taste her cupcakes, and I'm gonna bring them over here. I should have had them over here already, but I'm gonna get up and then I'm gonna go get them in a few. However, I would like to introduce to you, without further ado, Cynthia Brinson. Woo woo! Welcome,
Hello, hello,
welcome.
hello.
Hello, hello, hello. So,
Yes.
another woman, black-owned female, doing it well.
Yes.
So tell us all about. I know I had said, "Girl, what?" When I had your, I think it was the German chocolate at
Okay.
the Juneteenth.
Juneteenth?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
And I had my god sis. She actually got the cake for me,
Hmm.
and so she was like, "Hey, did you get a cake?" I was like, "No." She said, "I got you one." So I had a chance to taste it, and then I asked you, "Girl, what is the secret? What?" And you go ahead and introduce yourself and your business, and tell me about what makes your bakery, your goods different.
My name is Cynthia
Yeah.
Brinson, owner of Beyond Blessed Bakery LLC.
Yes.
Um, I am a Southern Georgia native of Valdosta, Georgia. Woo woo, home of the Wildcats.
Okay.
And
Got a little plug there, y'all.
I am a black-owned veteran business
Yeah.
that specialize in southern desserts, but also what makes my desserts different from everyone else is I bake with love. Love is my main ingredient. I love
Love.
what I do.
Yes, as you can tell.
I love what I do.
Yes.
If you don't put the foot forward to enhance your product and make it the best product out there, then it's not going to be the best. And I strive to be the best.
Strive. So when did you know? I know you told me the year you started, but we when we think of when God gives us a business, sometimes we start years before that.
Hmm.
And well, if it's your gift, when it's your gift, you're born with it, and you do
Hmm.
it with just the norm. Then
Right.
someone finally says, "You should go into business and do that." So tell me that story, that breakthrough.
Well, that breakthrough is not really like a breakthrough.
Hmm.
Like I said, I grew up in South Georgia, and I've always enjoyed the cooking aspect of it. I would cook with my mother and my
Yeah.
grandmother and things like that. And I think when I turned 18, 19, I decided that I was going to go into the military. I don't know what led to that, but I went into the military, and my job was a 92 golf or a food service specialist.
Okay.
So I enjoyed that part. After getting out of the military and being married and living overseas, I would bake cakes for people.
Oh, and by the way, thank you for your service
Oh,
too.
thank you. I would bake cakes for people
Hmm.
just because, hey,
Yeah.
I can bake you a cake or whatever,
Yeah.
and they was like, you should start a business. I was overseas, never thought about starting a business. The business did really not come to fruition until October of 2019 during COVID.
Yeah.
So I was at home and I was working from home.
Yeah.
And I said, no time like the present. Might as well put myself out there,
Yeah.
trust and believe, and start a business. I started
Oh,
doing research
yes.
about the
Man.
paperwork that you need,
Mhm.
being a veteran-owned business, LLC, what you need to do, filing with the state,
Yeah.
making sure that your taxes are together,
Mhm.
just everything. So in order to start a business, you have to do the research for a business. And so I started doing the research for the business, finding out what I needed to do. I needed a logo. I needed all of this kind of stuff. And
That's
at first, it can be overwhelming, but if you do it one step at a time,
right.
you can accomplish anything.
That's right.
So that's how it started.
You know, and I have so many questions, things popping up at me. Like in 2019, and I see that you are a woman of God too, you believe in God 1st.
Mm-hmm.
So, did you know that in our adversities in 2020, 19, when that COVID was going on, a lot of our gifts,
Flourish.
a lot of
Yeah.
people who was scared, actually, we were at home and our gifts showed out.
Mm-hmm.
And so we had to step on it. A lot of us took that step. I
Right.
did. I got mine 2020. I got I Shall Bloom.
Okay.
He gave me the name.
Right.
But I was in a shelter when he
Mm-hmm.
gave me the name. You know, so I was coming out of the shelter and wanting to get my real estate license. And I was on the freeway. Nobody was on the freeway. And I'm all, hey, it's so desolate. And God said, you shall bloom. And I'm like, I shall bloom. And it just radiated throughout my body. And I
Oh,
was just
wow.
like, oh my God, I shall bloom. I thought it was for real estate,
Mm-hmm.
but that's my story. But I just wanted to say to you that in adversity, a lot of us have started business, started going back to school and everything. So in the midst of sometimes pain,
Mm-hmm.
that's when our gifts show up. And so,
And by you saying that, going back to school, I started my business in October 2019, and I said, you know what? Since I have this time and I'm working at home, I can go to school as well. So I couldn't figure out what I wanted to do
yeah.
as far as school, and some say just start, just take something. So I got my bachelor's in business
Well,
administration
see, in the adversity.
in the adversity. So I have my bachelor's in business administration, and I went back for a master's in business administration,
Yes,
and I also have a master's in healthcare administration. So
man.
COVID was a blessing for a lot of us, small business owners, Black women, veterans,
Yes.
for all of us to step out on faith
Step down on faith
and
even when they
start getting
said,
degrees and stuff.
wow, that is, and I hope you guys hear that. She went back. She went back to school and not only started with the bachelor, but went back and got what, two masters?
Two masters.
Two master's degrees.
Yes.
And when the world was supposedly shut down,
Mm-hmm.
but see, our brain wasn't shut down,
No.
and God wasn't shut down.
Right.
You know what I mean? So some of us had to sit down because we were going the wrong way.
Mm-hmm.
But then when we were able to sit and realize, hey, I can do this.
Right.
I can do this. And listen to the Holy Spirit saying,
Right.
okay, I've been telling you to do this, and now you can do it.
Mm-hmm.
So I just love that. I love that. So, and also I wanted to say, when sometimes we start business with lack of knowledge,
Right.
a lot of times we just start a business. We don't know anything about the filing the taxes, and then sometimes we go broke, we go out of business soon,
Mm-hmm.
and then we're owed taxes. We get into a bad situation, even worse, and so we close down and mess up our credit. But you did research first.
Yes.
We need to do our research first, and we can't do everything. If you don't know how to add, there's an accountant out there. You go and find out, or you go to YouTube school. There's a lot of
Right.
knowledge on
Right.
YouTube. YouTube school, you can go and type in things like, hey, help me, what's the best way to start a website, or someone who you know who's already started that website.
Right.
So if it's not your gift, you ask God to show me, okay, who can I use to do this?
Right.
I forgot the terminology, but you can't do it all. You can't. You just specialize in your gift, and then everything else you outsource.
You have to delegate.
Delegate. That's the word. You have to delegate. And so all of those that come together. And so that's why some of the companies that are billion-dollar companies, that one vice president or president does not do everything.
Everything.
He does his gift. Then he's delegated all the others, and that's what works.
Yes.
So that is a blessing. So
Yes.
your first day, going back on your first day doing your research, I know the scary. I mean, I'm nervous, and because the devil is really showing out right now. You're gonna fail like everybody else, know. So what was your sense?
I did a DBA so I can secure my business name. Under my DBA, then I was able to get my LLC.
And what's DBA for those who don't know?
DBA is where you go to file your name with the county of Bexar County or Guadalupe County, Carmel, whatever county you reside in.
Yes.
You need to file your name to make sure that you can operate under that particular name.
Yeah. Because you just can't say, okay,
I'm gonna open a business. I got a
It's
business. This my name.
this
You
my
can't do
name,
that.
hop and skip jump, and then you just make it in, but you can be sued because somebody already
Yes.
may have. So you have to do the research, like you said,
Yes.
and look and see. Secure. She had to secure the name,
Hmm.
so she had to go down to county, and there's a list business, and so you have to go and see if that name is not used. Huh?
Right, and you can look that stuff up
Online.
online as well because
Yes.
that's common knowledge. So
Mm-hmm.
you pay your $25 filing fee,
Yes.
and you have your name. They give you paperwork right then and there.
Sure do it. That's
And
a jump for
then,
joy right there,
right,
isn't it?
so you leave out of there feeling excited about what you're going to do.
Yeah.
Also, you need to, with doing your LLC,
Yes.
make sure you file with the state of Texas or whatever state that you reside in.
Yes.
Talk with them and see what all you need.
Yes.
You have to have, you know, your veterans 214 to show for your LLC.
Now that's for the military.
For the military, if you're doing
Okay.
a military-owned business,
Mm-hmm.
you have to have your DD 214.
And what's that? What's
It's a discharge paper that shows that you're
honorable.
an honorable veteran
Okay.
starting a business.
Yes.
You have that, and there's other paperwork. You have to have your I forget the terminology, but your
Yeah.
amendments or your constitutional paperwork
Yes.
to file also. And so once you get all that stuff, it takes about 30, 45 days
Yes.
to get that stuff back in the mail. You got to pay $200, $300
Yeah,
maybe.
it's
It
money.
depends on what you're trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's a cost.
Yes.
If you want to have a logo, get a logo that is specific to your brand
So
and
what
to your kind.
your
Now,
logo
my logo,
is?
I actually have a cupcake,
Yes. Okay.
but that's what I decided on.
Yeah. What made you? What come? I mean, like, how'd you go? Okay, because I know mine's God said, it was
Right.
given. So all of ours are
Because
really given.
at the
by God.
time, I was doing a lot of cupcakes.
Okay.
And so, like, well, cupcake can transform into a cake. So I just stick with the cupcake because it's much easier to recognize.
Yeah.
So I found an artist that was on Etsy
That's the okay.
and
Awesome.
got an artist, shared my vision, what I want. She sent me four different designs. So I have three different logos that I
Is she in
can
San
use.
Antonio or
No, she was
Oh.
in California.
California? Okay. Yeah, that might
I have
sound
3 logos that I can use for my brand. So
Yeah.
that's what I use for
awesome.
my business cards and for my website and things like that.
Yeah.
Now, also from my website,
There we go.
some people use different Spotify,
GoDaddy.
GoDaddy. I use personally Square because it was easier for me at that particular time and it was easy for me to navigate.
Yeah. Okay.
Some websites can be very hard to navigate. You got to do this, you got to do this, and
Yeah,
if you're
scary.
not really computer literate,
Yeah.
um,
Scared.
it can deter you from creating a website.
Mhm.
So I use Square for my business, and I was able to go step by step and create what I wanted to be on my webpage.
So you did your own website.
Yes.
Listen, because some of us we go out and we spend, it's already money crunch when you're
Right.
starting your own business, but we go out and we spend $1,000, $1,500 for a website, and then we don't think there's fees that with the hosting.
Yes.
See, I did the same thing. I jumped out and I got the site, which the website is phenomenal, but I didn't know that I had to pay like this fee. So tell me about that. Like, how does that for hosting? How do you?
Where for Square,
Mhm.
me personally, I think I pay like $32 or something like that. But that's for my host domain,
Yes.
just like the address part.
Okay.
The
emails.
The emails and things like that. So if I have any type of problem or anything like that, I can always call and say, hey, how do I correct this or how can I get this to work? And somebody on the phone will direct you, okay, you need to do this, this, and this to achieve X, Y, and Z. So that's why I like Square myself for my business because I am a one-man shop, but I'm not a one-man shop.
Exactly, and you know it.
And I know it. So you might always not have somebody that's going to be readily available when you call to help you do something. So you kind of need to know how to do some things yourself.
Right.
to be successful as well.
Because it's yours.
Yes, it's
It's
mine.
yours. So you need to know something. You can't just, and that's how we fail too, by putting all our trust in
One,
some
yes,
company that you never met, and
right.
then they go down, and then you go down.
Hmm.
You can't reach them. We've all seen those type of
Hmm.
stories. So you did your website,
Yes.
and then your first page, like your pictures. Um,
My first pictures
uh-huh.
was me taking them with my phone.
Mhm.
So I was just rushing to put pictures on the website.
Mhm.
So, they wasn't professional pictures.
Right.
Um,
But then when you know,
when you know,
you start looking like,
I started, I actually did my first photo shoot back in February. And I got my pictures taken professionally.
yeah,
So when I got those pictures and looked at what I had on my website, I was like, you could have been done this long time ago.
right,
But that's also something that you're scared to step out on.
yeah,
So I took those pictures and updated my website myself
yeah,
and updated and moved some things around. And I realized that the bio that I had on my website before was just, oh, you just throwing something on it.
yeah.
I had to sit down and actually figure out what I wanted to say
Passion. Uh-huh.
about what I do.
I, yeah. Now that was personal.
Yes,
Yeah, that's when it gets real. When you have to
yes,
sit down and go, okay, so what makes this business different than you?
right.
Why did you start it? And that's when the love
Mhm.
comes in.
Mhm.
So that's how that.
Love has always been the main ingredient, regardless if you're whatever passion that you have,
Yeah.
love should be the main ingredient. And
Love.
that's what I live by.
That's all. God is love.
Right.
And so people, you can taste it in the
Mhm.
food. And she brought cupcakes. So I'm going to ask you, so, and I'm going to, as you're speaking, I'm going to go and just pick up the cake. But I wanted to ask you, um, on your first day, your first sale, uh, how did that feel? Or when did that happen on your internet, on your website? Or,
Well, people were so accustomed about calling me, hey, Sister Brinson or Miss Brinson, can you make me a cake for such and such and such a day? So
yeah,
trying to get people to go to the website
yeah, that's a
is
job too. You
is
need
something.
someone to have that type of be savvy on that because
Right,
oh, can you go to my even subscribing to you to any type of
right.
you need someone even to do that as
So
well.
with that,
Yes.
with sales, you have to have a presence on Facebook, have a presence on Instagram, have a presence on Twitter, have a presence on TikTok. Now, the baker is not on TikTok, but I'm on TikTok. But
Yeah.
I've tried to do something on my Instagram. I try to do stuff on my Facebook.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I just did an event Wednesday
Mhm.
for Home Depot.
Yeah.
And I was like, I need to take pictures so I can post
Yes.
it. on.
Yes.
So I took the pictures and I posted on my Facebook and I put, I'm thankful and grateful for the opportunity,
Yeah.
but because it was God's favor.
Yeah.
So with that, I've gotten a lot of attention about you doing a great job. Awesome. Keep up the good work. And
Yeah.
that's motivation for anyone, especially for me,
Oh.
because, like I said, I am a one-man shop, but I also have my husband
Yeah.
and my children do help me.
Yeah.
We're
Family-owned
we're a
business.
family, but they're not present like everyday transactions.
Yeah.
So
It's you.
it's a lot.
Mhm.
But in all of the work that you do, you have to look at the reward.
Yeah.
I get joy and excitement from people eating and tasting
Yeah.
what I do because it's made with love.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so God loves all of us.
Yeah.
And so that's how we should take that love as the main ingredient
Amen.
and spread it across everyone.
Yes, and that is Soul Food.
Yes.
The movie Soul Food.
Yes.
And even though they were all mad sometimes, whatever, not even speaking, but when it came to get together in the
Sunday
kitchen,
dinner.
Sunday dinner, everybody came in to get them attitudes.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever you're good at, I'm slicing the okra or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and that love. And then
Take
when you,
so.
woo, so that is
Yes.
beautiful. So I know you guys are supposed to have the cakes here, but I'm gonna walk away for a minute. She brought a dozen, but I just uh, mm, mm. So, um, What brand? What is this? Um,
On one of the biggest sellers that I um, have on the website is red velvet, whether it's cake or cupcakes. So these are red velvet cupcakes with cream cheese frosting, and it is a true red velvet. It does not have any cocoa in it.
true. Oh,
A true red velvet. So when you break
oh,
open the cake, it is red on the inside.
oh! It's not a
Most
chocolate.
no,
Okay.
most people coincide red velvet with having cocoa in it,
Yeah.
and that's to me that's not true red velvet
True red velvet is a red
cake.
cake. A red cake. So, anyways, you guys, I'm gonna at the end. I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna eat. I'm not gonna eat all of them. I'm gonna share because she gave me a dozen.
Mm-hmm.
But I am gonna eat one. Eat one.
Sure,
Yes.
let's try.
So we're trying one of. Oh, I didn't have any napkins. Let me get us some napkins.
Okay.
So that's how it is with a show. I shall bloom. You never know what's gonna happen. This is live, so we're gonna enjoy her red velvet. Let me get some napkins back, you guys. Yes. Boop. There's a napkin there.
I'll just take this.
Oh,
Okay.
so here we go. Put this back here, and here we go, y'all. Actually, I have to eat. I do this part first.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, mm, mm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, made with love, y'all. I know you're screaming, yes. Mm. Beyond blessed bakery. Cynthia Brinson, starting her business in adversity.
Yes.
I just so love this story because I relate. So many businesses were made in adversity. God, when He has favor on your life, or you are following in His footsteps, or you're in His path,
Right.
you're in the right path. Anything that His will be done,
Mm-hmm.
regardless of what's happening in the world.
That's right.
Your gift will. He said He shows you out.
Mm-hmm.
He shows up and shows out, and then He makes sure His kids show up and show out too. You know what I mean? Isn't that something?
I'm thankful for the support system that I have
Mm-hmm.
in my life, which is my husband and my children.
Oh, man.
But I'm also thankful for my pastor,
Yes. Who's your pastor?
Dr. L.J. Gillespie
I know,
Sr.
I know he
at the
on.
Greater Love Missionary Baptist
Yeah,
Church.
yeah.
I'm thankful for him too for giving me sound counsel.
Yes.
But I'm also
Ooh.
thankful for having people and returning customers because of what I do.
Mm.
So I'm thankful and grateful for that as
Oh,
well.
man, this is delicious. This is made with love, and this is beautiful. So,
Mhm.
how could someone reach you?
My website is www.bb-world online. That is the website for the bakery. I am on Facebook at Beyond Blessed Bakery LLC. I'm on Instagram at Be Blessed Bakery,
Mm.
and I'm on Twitter. I don't know my Twitter name, but
Right. Yeah.
I'm sorry for that.
That's
But
okay. I'm
if you want to send me a message, you can also reach me at Cynthia D. Brinson on Facebook and send me a direct message, and I can contact you back.
So what's the time limit? Because I was trying to order a big
Okay.
old something
Yeah, you
the day
you
before.
want
Sweet
to
potato
sign?
pie yesterday. I was trying to order me at 3 in the afternoon. I wanted a sweet potato pie
Right.
today.
So
It's like
yeah. So
because that's the difference.
that's the difference.
You have fresh. You don't just
I
go
don't
and have
just
stuff
go
made
and
in the
no.
house, and then I.
If you want something,
Mhm.
if you send me a message first, and I can tell you like what the turnaround is, because I do work full-time job.
Yeah.
So this is my other full-time job.
Yeah.
But if you order something online, it does give you an option to where if you want it like the next day
Mhm.
or a couple of, days later. So if I get the order through the website and I see that there might be a conflict, I will call you and reach out and say, hey, can we do it at this particular time instead of this time? Because I do work. Um, the turnaround could be 24 hours.
Mhm.
As like you said, you ordered yesterday at 3. We have cupcakes here today.
Yeah.
So I try to do the best that I can
Mhm.
with orders. If I see that it's going to be a problem or if I'm going to be late, I do let my customers know, hey, I might be 5 minutes late, probably because of traffic,
Mhm.
but I do my best to try to be there on time.
Yeah.
So,
And that's
and I take pride in that as well,
yes,
because San Antonio traffic is
it's
horrendous.
yeah, it is. And you're coming from a
I'm
long
coming
way.
from Seguin, so
Yeah, that's far up to 10, huh?
yes, but I do offer delivery service
Mm-hmm.
in the San Antonio and surrounding areas for a fee, of course.
Yeah.
So if you order online, it might not show a delivery fee,
Mm-hmm.
which is fine. But if you talk to me personally, I can tell you, hey, it's going to be a delivery fee
Yeah.
of like $10 or something like that.
That makes sense.
If it's for a big like showing or a big delivery,
Mm-hmm.
there is a delivery charge in there as well.
Sure. Yes, that makes sense. So, well, you guys, this is Cynthia Brinson, Beyond Blessed Bakery. You guys call her and get those orders. This I didn't want to eat everything in front of you guys, so I'm gonna eat it. I'm gonna eat a couple of these. Then I got to do my workout. But I am going to enjoy this cupcake. The what's the name of it?
This is a red velvet cupcake with cream cheese icing. It is one of the biggest sellers on my website. I do offer pound cakes and pies, sweet potato pie, pecan pie, lemon
Banana pudding. I saw
banana
that.
pudding, peach cobbler cake, banana pudding cake. So I do offer, those are some of the things that I do specialize. I try to do it seasonal.
Mm-hmm.
So sweet potatoes are normally best in the fall, but if you do want a sweet potato pie, unlike yesterday,
Yes, yes,
if I have enough notification, I try to go and find the freshest ingredients
yes.
to prepare.
And if you notice, our vegetables, our fruit is not looking too good, and
No.
all you got to drive around.
Mhm.
Our quality of food right now in the world is
Mhm.
terrible.
Right.
So a person that like she works with love, she's not going to give you any old piece of fruit or any old She wants the best quality
Right.
because that represents her. When you eat that food, you
Right.
remember it
Right.
was made with love. So when I asked for the sweet potato pie, she was like, well, no, the quality is not looking that good right now.
Right.
So I'm like, well, I'll try the cupcakes, and
Mhm.
I'm so glad I did. But I'm gonna get sweet potato pie. I'm gonna try it out. I'm
Yes.
gonna try all these things. So again, Miss Cynthia, I thank you
I thank you
for
so much for the opportunity.
yes, and you're welcome back anytime. If you
Yes,
want to do
ma'am.
any type of showcase or anything,
Okay.
you can use I Shall Bloom. Just let me know. Call me
Okay.
and say, hey, if you want me to come out and do advertising, show up, do showcase for you.
Okay.
That's what I do.
I really appreciate it.
Yes.
Thank you so
So
much.
you're welcome. So again, you guys, it's been another blessed show. My name again is Sandra. I'm the host of the I Shall Bloom Show, and I can be reached at Sandra at ishallbloom.com. And also, you can reach me on YouTube, which is I Shall Bloom Talk Show. My Twitter, and just like she said, I'm not really good at all of Snapchats and all that, but my Twitter is I_shall_bloom2, and you can reach me at 210-986-9881. And also, remember, I shall bloom, you shall bloom, and we shall bloom.
Enjoy.
Enjoy. Bye
Bye.
now.
Bye-bye.